Our story so far. A letter requesting help brings Professor Layton and his assistant Luke to the remote Saint Mystere. After solving a puzzle, the pair are able to cross a drawbridge that leads into the village. Now Luke and Layton must go to the Reinhold Manor, residence of Lady Dahlia, the author of the letter. So welcome back everybody to more Professor Layton and the Curious Village. It's interesting, once you load a game, it gives you a little bit of a recap as to where you were prior to that, so kind of fun. Now before I head into the manor, let me actually pull up the trunk here because there are journal entries and there are mystery entries that I want to go through as well. So let me look at the journal and look at Lady Dahlia's letter. A most fascinating letter found its way to me the other day. It came to me from one Lady Dahlia, widow to Baron Augustus Reinhold. Her letter details how an unusual object known only as the Golden Apple is to decide how her late husband's fortune is split up. The entire matter sounds terribly interesting, and I've arranged for Luke to accompany me on a visit to Saint Mystere, the site of the whole incident. Okay, now let me look at the mysteries. So there is the Golden Apple mystery here. The late Baron Reinhold hid this item in Saint Mystere just before dying and has promised the whole of his fortune to the one who finds it. No one has any clue what the Golden Apple might be or where it is hidden. Okay, so with that out of the way, I think we're ready to proceed. So let me head up to the manor finally. Is this the manor, Professor? It's positively gigantic. Just look at the size of it. It certainly seems like we've come to the right place. So we've completed chapter 1. Reinhold Manor awaits. We've made our way to Reinhold Manor on the east side of town. The professor and Luke finally arrive at Reinhold Manor. Let's head in, shall we? Yes, sir. Alright, so before I do go in, there are going to be some hint coins. One on this window. There's going to be one on this window. And then one on the path here. Very good. So I believe that I can finally go inside. Welcome to Reinhold Manor. Thank you for coming. I am Matthew, butler and servant to the Reinhold family. Everyone is waiting upstairs for you. But before you go, I have a message from Lady Dahlia. She has requested that you take a look at this puzzle. Please do not be taken aback. Madam has the strangest sense of propriety sometimes. So I need to move the matchstick. Okay. Let's see what this is all about. 35 picarats. The matches below are arranged in the shape of a dog. This poor little guy was just minding his own business when a car came barreling down the road and ran him over. Move 2 matches to change the picture so that it shows the dog after the accident. All puzzles are a matter of perspective, so don't assume that you'll be looking at the dog from the side by the time you're finished with this one. Interesting. So, okay. So the 2 on the left making a triangle, I guess, is his snout. The square in the middle is his body. The 1 matchstick on the right is his tail. And then the 4 on the bottom are his legs. And the only hint I'm getting is that the perspective is going to be different. And I won't be looking at him from the side. These types of puzzles are the ones that I am not good at. Like these visual, spatial things. I'm not really good at these. I don't even know where to begin with it. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I should be good at this stuff because in college I took organic chemistry, which you really have to be good at visualizing like the molecules in 3 dimensions and stuff like that, and I was really good at that class, but whenever you take like these little IQ tests with visual and spatial reasoning, I always do bad on that. So I don't know. Okay, so if I'm not looking at him from the side, I could be looking at him from behind. But that wouldn't make sense because the dimensionality wouldn't work that way. Looking at him from the front wouldn't work either, so it has to be like a top-down view, maybe? And how would a dead dog look? Why is this kids game trying to make me imagine what a dead dog would look like? That's kind of dark. And I can only move 2 matches. Oh, what if I make them like all splayed out? Like what if I move this here? Like that. And then this one like this. See, he's like all splayed out. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? Like that? You see, you're looking at him top down and his legs are going in every direction because he just got run over. That kind of makes sense, right? I kind of like that. I think I'm going to submit.
There we go.
Nice. Nice. Wow. Okay.
Every puzzle has an answer.
I wasn't too confident on that one. The car flattened a poor dog. Let this be a lesson to be aware of your surroundings when driving. That's absolutely correct. My commendations, sir. Again, I do apologize for the strangeness of the request. Now please walk this way. We mustn't keep Lady Dahlia and company waiting. Okay. Nice. So before I head upstairs, there are going to be coins here. So there's one on this little portrait. There's one on the little chandelier above him. And there's one on the top shelf here. And then I do want to look at these portraits. Professor, look at these paintings on the wall here. It's a very nice portrait, isn't it? I bet that's a late Baron Reinhold picture there. But what about this one, Professor? Who could this pretty girl be? The 2 portraits are next to each other, so they're likely family. She's probably the Baron's daughter. That's exactly right, sir. You are looking at a portrait of Flora, the late Baron's daughter. Pardon me for asking, but I couldn't help but notice your keen interest in art. Would you care to take this old frame with you? It's used to hold most wonderful painting. However, now all that's left of it is this small scrap. So you found a painting scrap. The painting option has been added to the trunk. You can assemble the fragments of the old painting here. To access the painting, touch the trunk to open it, then tap the painting icon. So this is a piece of that old painting then. How interesting. So that is like another mini game of sorts where you have to put together a painting after you find all the scraps. So of course I will be doing that. And then there's one more puzzle here on the second shelf here. Bookshelves seem to line every wall of this estate. The Baron must have been quite an avid reader. It's important to keep your mind sharp, Luke, so why don't you give this puzzle a go? Okay. Alright, here's a quick and easy one. The first letter of the alphabet is A, and the letter B comes after the letter A. However, the letter you need to worry about is the last one. What's the last letter of the alphabet? Here's a hint, it isn't Z. Okay. So the last letter of the alphabet, it isn't Z. So is it maybe the one in the picture here? So there's a T on the left, an A, a B, an F, and then is that like an O on the right? But then there's one on the floor as well. However, the letter you need to worry about is the last one. What is the last letter of the alphabet? Here's a hint, it isn't Z. I'm tempted to say O because you see that O like on the screen there. And it does say that B comes after A. And in this picture, you see that the B is after A. But then the depth is also weird, right? Because the A looks like it's in front of the B. And then it looks like the O is behind the B. And then the T is behind the O. And the F is behind the T. If you look at it from like a perspective view. Or is the T behind the F? I can't really tell if that T is in front or behind the F. Oh! I think there's another way to look at this. It says the first letter of the alphabet is A. And the letter B comes after the letter A. So like if you look at the word itself, alphabet, the first letter is A. And then if you look towards the middle of the word, B comes after A. So it's the last letter T. I think I'm going to go with T for two reasons. It's the last letter of the word alphabet. And also I think the T on the very left of the picture is behind the F. So it might be the last letter there. So I'm going to try a T and see what happens. No, not an S. I hate this stylus thing, man. Like, it doesn't pick up the letters right. There we go.
How does this sound?
Yes, nice, okay.
Layton's apprentice saves the day.
Good job. The last letter in the word alphabet is the letter T. Okay, so yeah, I wasn't really looking at the image itself. It really was the word. So either way, I got it right. So I'll take it. How did you like the puzzle, Luke? I hope it has prepared you for tackling more difficult puzzles. Okay, so now I think I can go ahead and go upstairs.
Oh? Oh, you must be Professor Layton, I presume. It's an honor to make your acquaintance.
Oh no, the pleasure's all mine.
Oh, no!
Luke!
What are you doing? Come back, sweetie!
Honestly, why am I constantly surrounded by incompetence? This is a disaster. Whatever is the matter? Oh, this is simply terrible. My dear sweet baby, my Claudia. Your Claudia? Sweet, sweet Claudia, my little honeykins, my smoochy pie, my baby. Matthew. Interesting. Okay, so there are going to be some hint coins here. There's going to be one on the rug right there. There's going to be one on this painting. And then there's one on this little vase here. Okay, and then let me talk to the guy in the back. The name's Simon. I'm Baron Reinhold's nephew. My father is the little brother of Gordon there. Or rather, he was, until he kicked the bucket, as they say. But I digress, so you're the famous Professor Layton? I thought you'd have more of a presence. Well, never mind that. I take you won't mind if I throw a puzzle your way. It shouldn't prove difficult for a man of your ability. Yes, if you're as good as they say, this shouldn't amount to much more than a distraction. Oh no, a trigonometry question. Oh god, here we go. As shown in the diagram below, you have 1/4 of a circle. Within the circle is a rectangle ABCD, which touches the edge of the circle at point D. Assuming that point B is located at the center of the circle, how long is the diagonal line AC? My god, I'm trying to remember all the trigonometry formulas. So if you know the angles, you can use like the sine, cosine, tangent to get the other angles. You can use the Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Then the area of a circle is, what was it, like pi r squared? Or 2 pi r? I don't know, I'm trying to remember. Man, like I took the SAT like 20 years ago. That's the only time I remember using trigonometry. Okay. So the radius of the circle is 10 because right here, 5 plus 5 is 10. That's the radius of the circle. So the point at the radius is going to be at any point in the circle. So like this is 10, this is 10, this is 10. All lines from point B are going to be 10. So AB is also 10. Oh, you know what? BD. BD is 10. And then if BD is 10, that's the exact same line as AC, as you can see. So it should be 10. Yeah, I'm pretty confident in that. No formulas needed.
Luke, here's my answer.
Nice.
Critical thinking is the key to success.
Righto. Diagonal line AC is the exact same length as the diagonal line BD. BD is the same length as the radius of the circle, so once you figure that out, the only thing left to do is add 5 and 5. Ho ho, it appears that you're the real deal, Professor. I apologize for doubting you there. It seems you've quite the mind for puzzles. A lesser man than myself might consider jealousy to be a reasonable response. Anyhow, you're not going to get a word out of Dahlia right now, so you might as well do as she says. Let me try to talk to Matthew. Madam, what is it? What in the world happened? My little Claudia got scared and ran off. Didn't you see her dart out of the room? Ah, yeah, I must have missed her. I'm terribly sorry, madam. Oh, you're just useless, aren't you? Professor, you didn't see which way my baby ran off to, did you? Your baby, madam? If you're referring to that white cat, I saw it run out the door a moment ago. What? And you simply stood there and let her escape? Well, she is a cat. They are animals after all, and animals must run about from time to... You fool! She is not just a cat. She has a name, and that name is Claudia Reinhold. She's a delicate flower, and she's simply a mess when I'm not close by to comfort her. Matthew? I need you to find Claudia and bring her back immediately. About this little inheritance problem of yours, Lady Dahlia. That can wait. Can't you see that we have more pressing concern at our hands at this moment? You could have stopped her, and you didn't. So you have a responsibility to find Claudia and bring her back. Sending the professor off to find a silly cat. The nerve. Who do you think you are? Haha, oh, it's fine, Luke. Besides, Lady Dahlia does have a point. It does seem that we let Claudia run off. Madam, if you'll excuse us, we have a cat to track down. Thank you, and please hurry. My Claudia is such a delicate flower. Even the coarse outdoor air might prove too much for her. Noise at the Manor was added to your list of mysteries. So Chapter 2, The Fugitive Feline. Lady Dahlia's cat has escaped. Search Saint Mystere for the runaway feline. Not going to save right now. I'll save at the end of episodes. So let me talk to this fine gentleman over here, taking up half the screen.
Dahlia sure is fond of that cat. I assume that you're the famous Professor Layton, yes? My name is Gordon. I am one of the people who originally requested your services. I'd like to explain her situation further, but right now it's probably best to do as Lady Dahlia says.
Okay, very good. There is going to be a puzzle here on the chandelier, I believe. Look, there's a puzzle hidden here, Professor. Puzzle 110, so it's a little bit out of order, I guess. On the table below are 4 cubes made up of matches. Can you change the 4 cubes to 3 by moving a single match? Oh god. I hate these. So I need to change 4 cubes to 3 by moving 1 match. So if I remove like this one, can I rotate it? Yes, okay. So like this, right? Yeah, now it's 3 cubes. That's easy. Looked intimidating at first, but pretty easy.
I think I've got it.
Nice.
I did it! Yes!
I'm gonna be so disappointed when I finally miss one of the puzzles. Moving a single matchstick completely changes your perspective on the shape. Was it difficult thinking about things in 3D? Piece of cake. Now let's go find more puzzles. Okay, so I think I am ready to go chase this cat. Let me see if Matthew has anything to say. I'm terribly sorry, Professor. I will personally search the manor and the estate grounds. I feel dreadful asking, but would you mind taking a quick look at town to see if Claudia is there? Don't give it a second thought, my good man. We're on the case. Let me get out of here. Look who it is. It is Claudia herself. Professor, there she is. Drat, she ran off. We can't stop now. Let's give chase, Luke. Gruff. Blast that birds. It looks like the engine blew out. So this is St. Mystere, eh? The famed stomping ground of the late Baron Augustus Reinhold. I wonder what kind of tricks the old coot set up in this village before he shuffled off. Oh, Layton, you ridiculous dandy. Just you wait. All the treasure you seek will be mine. Yeah, 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 yeah. Alright, so we finally have a villain in the game. Let me go back into town. Alright, let me talk to Raymond here. Oh, it's you, Mr. Please, call me Raymond. Hoo-hoo. Can I be of some assistance? As a matter of fact, yes, Raymond. Lady Dahlia's cat slipped out of the house. Have you seen her about? Do you mean dear Claudia? I think I saw her pass through here and run into town a few moments ago. If that's the case, I sure wish she'd bothered to catch her before she ran away. Alright, and then there's a puzzle on the boat. Huh? Look, there's a hole in that boat there. Oh, Professor, that reminds me. Have you ever heard the one about the sinking ship? SOS. 15 people are trapped aboard a ship that's going to sink in exactly 20 minutes. Their only chance of survival is the 5-person life raft stowed on their vessel. To make matters worse, the water around the ship are teeming with man-eating sharks, so swimming to safety is out of the question. A round trip to the nearest island and back to the boat takes 9 minutes on the raft. How many people will live to see dry land? Okay, so there are 15 people on the ship. It's going to sink in 9 minutes. A round trip will take 9 minutes. So, let me put my DS down here and then let me switch to this. Okay. So, we got 15 people and the life raft, I thought I read, yeah, 5-person raft. So 5 people are gonna go, and that is going to take 9 minutes. So now we have, all right, on the top here, let me just label this. So this is gonna be ship. And then we're gonna put, the island here. And then minutes. I know this is kind of unnecessary, but I want to make my thought process clear here. So we got 15 people on the ship, 0 on the island, 0 minutes have elapsed. So we can do 5, so then there will be 10 left on the ship. There will be 5 on the island, and then 9 minutes will have elapsed. So then this will go down to 5. And then 10. And then 18 minutes will have elapsed. Yeah, and then ship has not sank yet, so on the third trip, everybody else will get on the boat. Because it doesn't matter if it takes 9 minutes for a round trip, as long as the boat gets there for the last 5 people before 20 minutes, then it's fine. So everybody should survive. Everybody should survive. Because it takes 20 minutes to sink. How many people will live to see dry land? It should be all 15 of them. Okay, then let me change back to this screen and let's submit.
There we go.
What?
Frankly, I'm ashamed.
Try again. By now you've probably come to the realization that one person must stay on... Oh. One person must stay on the raft in order to pilot it back to the boat and pick up the more passengers. Ah, that was stupid of me. Dang it. Very disappointing. Ah, disappointing. Okay. So, let's try this again. Let me reset this over here. Alright, so... we're gonna have 10 on the ship. 5 on the island. 9 minutes have elapsed. So it's actually gonna be 4 on the island. 1 is gonna be on the boat. Okay. So then next we are going to... we're gonna get rid of 5 more. And then we're gonna put 9 here. And then 18 minutes have elapsed. No. I'm doing this wrong. Because I'm counting the pilot as a person, so that's not gonna work. Okay, so here we go again. We're gonna put 4 on the island, 1 on the boats, 10 are still on the ship, 9 minutes have passed, and then this guy's gonna go back, and he's gonna get 4 more. So this is going to be 6 on the boats, 8 on the island, 1 on the boat piloting, 18 minutes have elapsed, and then we are going to save 4 more. So we're going to do 2, and then this guy can finally get off. So it's going to be 12, and now 27 minutes have elapsed. But then these guys are safe, so it's going to be 13. So I can get rid of this guy. And now we have 13 on the island. Okay. So it should be 13. Oh, I'm so upset with myself. Yeah, 13. Then, yeah, let me change back here and submit.
Luke, here's my answer.
There we go. Ah, I'm so angry with myself. Oh, well. Nicely done. A moment of silence for the 2 who didn't make it, please. Everybody, moment of silence. Okay, we're done. Wow, great answer, Professor. It took me 5 times as long to get that one. Okay. And then... let me get out of here. Let me talk to Marco. You need something? You do, don't you? Yep, I could see it in your face. An open book is what you are. Excuse me, but you didn't happen to see Lady Dahlia's cat come through here a moment ago, did you? Nah, the fluffy white killer, yeah? I think she ran toward the town square. Yep, that's where she went, that way. I see, thank you. Think nothing of it, buddy. If only all questions were that easy to answer. Well then, I'll be off now. Who'd have thought he turned out to be such a nice guy? Shall we head to the town square then? Indeed, let's be off. Hold on. Let's take a look at what's behind that blue door. Do you see it? That blue door over there appears to be open a crack. Care to take a look inside? Alright, so yeah, I see the blue door there, but we are going to investigate it in the next episode. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'm sorry I missed my first puzzle, but it's probably the first of many that I'm not going to get right away. See you next time.
Thanks for stopping by the Renaissance Gaming Monastery. I hope you join our community on Discord and Twitter. These videos are produced with a lot of hard work and love. If you think they're worth $1, I'd be grateful for your contribution. You can send a thanks donation or become a member on YouTube. You can also support through PayPal, Patreon, or even with cryptocurrency. All links are in the description. See you on the next video.